Hello, everyone, and welcome to ReelQuick, episode 155. Today, I'm joined by George and Cam as we are going to be doing a draft of the best/favorite, obviously subjective needle drops of all time. This is recommended by Stefan Nieborak, one of our executive producers. Shout out to all of our executive producers. Check out the Patreon and the Discord link and the Discord link down below to join. Lots of great perks, lots of great, awesome stuff going down over there. We're in there every single day talking, or at least I am, especially in the sports section, heavy in the playoff mode right now. So always talking sports with a lot of our patrons, but jumping in there talking movies, obviously, as well. That's the main thing that people are talking about on our Discord. So go check that out. But today, best needle drops of all time. The order we're going to go through is George, myself, then Cam, and we'll snake our way through for 5 rounds. This should be interesting. I feel like not the most obvious picks for this draft. I feel like there's a couple that might be obvious to us as like our podcast, but we'll and like just knowing each other, but I'm really interested to see which way this goes. So we'll start with George. What's your first pick? First pick out the board for best needle drop of all time.
All right. I'm gonna take a Guardians one because I think this is the best one and I want to make sure it's on my roster.
Yeah, you might as well.
So I'm gonna
take the one I want.
I'm gonna take No Sleep Till Brooklyn from Guardians 3.
That is the one I wanted.
That's figured if it was, yeah, that's the best one. That's easily the best one.
Yeah, the one-shot fight, it's good. It's good stuff.
Dude, yeah, interesting. I'm wondering if that will be the last Guardians of the Galaxy song picked, but I don't have any prepped, but I think it's going to be, or I don't have any Guardians movie or needle drops picked, but obviously those movies are littered with great needle drops. And I feel like you two will be sniping back and forth on a couple, but for me, I'll kind of do a similar strategy and just go for one that I think like has the best chance of someone else picking it. And we'll just go the classic Under Pressure from After Sun, just devastating needle drop. Just completely ruins the song for you forever. Yeah. Well, fair enough. Maybe it was a bad pick.
I might.
It's always right before he's going to pick.
Always.
Which is crazy.
Every time he has to talk. It's the most insane thing.
I don't understand.
Really bad internet right now. So
yeah.
I think right now I have horrible internet. So I'm sorry. So I'll just get the pick out quick. I'm taking Freebird from the Kingsman, the church fight. I think that's like one of the best. And I think, even though it's not super different from I normally choose, it's not a full-on comic book movie. I don't think so. And then I don't even know if this counts as a needle drop, but I think it does. Taking What's Up Danger from Into the Spider-Verse. It's not like it starts the song prior to the What's Up Danger, like Leap of Faith, but it's still a needle drop.
It's still an original.
I think really just any music and movie is a needle drop.
Damn.
I do think Kingsman is technically comic book, so that is 2 comic book movies.
For sure.
There we go.
So,
did not know that. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that church fight scene of Freebird's like the ultimate like clip people use nowadays of being like, when did Matthew Vaughn lose the sauce? And like use that as an example of like him having it and no longer has it after now that what was that movie that's already left my brain that came out this year? Argyle. My number 2 pick.
Wait, question on just quickly on the Kingsman. In the second Kingsman, Mark Strong sings a song. Is that a needle drop since he is singing it?
I don't think so. Because needle drops like turn on the record.
Yeah.
And I also don't think like the Rocky training scene where the score plays behind.
No.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like
I saw on some list, like the beginning of 2001 A Space Odyssey, like that recognizable score that they use. Like that's not really like a needle drop either.
Okay.
Yeah. But my second pick. So yeah. Well, okay. So one other thing, I'm not going to pick this, but I'll just like, I feel like title sequences aren't needle drops either, right? Because that's kind of like separate from the movie. Like if it's like completely separate.
Yeah,
I agree.
So like, because I was going to use like Fight the Power from Do the Right Thing, which is like, it plays the full song of the movie, but that's like the opening credits. Like it's not really part of the movie, so not going to count that. But just people who are wondering if when you comment saying like, how'd you leave this off? I was thinking doing Fight the Power from Do the Right Thing, but just doesn't to me count as like a needle drop. And then another one, I don't know. Someone might pick it, so I'll leave it for the end to say if I disagree with it or not. But just in case someone picks it. But for my second pick, I'm gonna go with. I'll go with Stuck in the Middle with You from Reservoir Dogs.
Nice.
With the ear cutting scene.
Yeah.
Just a great little scene. And now George gets back to back.
All right, I got back to backs. I don't know if you guys would have any of these on your list. So like, I'm not too worried about trying to pick something that you guys might pick. So I'm going to take Tiny Dancer from Almost Famous.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I still haven't seen the movie yet, but it was on so many lists. I was like, that's going to be.
Yeah,
I feel like it would have been your first pick if we had seen Almost Famous. Well, Cam's seen it, but if you knew we loved it as
would
much
not
as
have
you,
been on my list.
yeah. But
that's one of the best. That
mhm.
I just saw that movie with Alex at a rooftop cinema in the city. Cried during that
Very
scene.
Did it get darker than the image you posted? Because when you like posted the image of the screen, I was like, it's bright out right now.
No, the movie started at like 7:30, and that I
Okay.
think we took those pics when we got there at like 6:30. So yeah, it got darker, and then I mean the movie ended at like 9:30, so it was fully nighttime.
Mhm. Yeah, there's a theater in Scottsdale that does Moonlight Cinemas every weekend, but I've still never gone to them. It's on like the roof of the movie theater in Scottsdale.
They're
and it's-
fun. This was the first time I had heard of this one, and I was looking at their like their schedule on their website. They play some insane movies, like really good stuff.
Might have to become a regular there. But you get one other pick here for this round.
Oh, right.
New round.
Okay. So there's one song that is a really good needle drop in two different movies.
Okay.
So I'm going to pick between one of these, and I'm going to take Simon and Garfunkel's Sound of Silence, and I'm going to take it from The Graduate.
Also saw that one on list when I was prepping. What's the other movie that it's in?
Watchmen, Zack Snyder's Watchmen.
Oh, interesting.
Very, very good scene. It's more in Watchmen. The original song is the one that plays in The Graduate, but in Watchmen, in like true Zack Snyder fashion, it's like more of like a Rocky anthem kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Not like Rocky the Fighter, like rock and roll.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Picking up what you're putting down. My next pick will be, just going to like the king of the film bro movies and Fight Club, and just go, Where's My Mind? The kind of final song playing. Not so subtle with the title of the song and what's happening on the screen, but it's just kind of. This is like one of the big like songs used in like peak TikTok, early movie talk days of like 2 years ago, and there'd always be edits. I'd always hear like Where's My Mind Fight Club on Film Bro edits, but. Cam, we're to you for the third and fourth pick now for your list.
Yeah, I'm reading a bunch of lists as I have today, and none of them move me like a comic book movie. So I'm not gonna stray from my normality. I'm gonna go with the immigration song in Thor Ragnarok.
I knew it.
Just a great one.
That was on so many lists, like very high on people's lists too, like of lists that didn't really seem like they were like comic book movie biased or anything, but they were still like top 10. Like people love that needle drop.
That's another song on my list that has two movies that I could have picked it from.
What's the other one for that?
School of Rock.
School of Rock.
Nice.
Although maybe that's because technically the first time we hear it, Jack Black is singing it.
I guess by our definition of a needle drop, it would not count then.
Yeah.
Cam, what's your fourth pick?
Yeah, so I don't know if this counts. It's a perfect person singing, and it's not necessarily a needle drop. No, fuck it. I'm just gonna go with more MCU. I don't even.
What would have been though? I'm interested now.
Just The Weeknd. I think it's. I just looked it up. It's The Morning and Uncut Gems. Just when they're in the club. I don't know if it counts as a needle drop because The Weeknd is like singing in it, like we said earlier.
Yeah, we'll veto based on our definition, but go with what you're going to go anyways.
I'm just going with The Chain from Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Good one.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They all hit so well, and I just feel like I can't not take a comic book movie. It's just they called to me. They called to me like the Green Goblin mask. These ones I also like thought of without having to like look up the damn thing. So that means to me they are good.
In your defense, I did the same thing. I just wrote down the first ones that I thought of, and What's Up Danger and the Immigrant Song from Thor Ragnarok were like the two first things I wrote down.
Yeah. So that makes me feel good then.
Now we'll enter into my territory of movies that I don't think are definitely probably not on your list, and definitely not on any list that I was looking up. It's a movie that I think Cam gives a 1 star, maybe 1.5 star. I think I give it like 2 stars. So not a great movie, but it's a childhood movie. And this needle drop, everyone knows. And it's maybe the best moment of the movie. But we're gonna go Gasolina from the Benchwarmers when
I love
the dude's like, I am 12 years old, and then he just hops
Yeah.
over the fence to go pitch, and it just is that epic Daddy Yankee Gasolina montage where he's just striking out 12-year-olds left and right while drinking tequila.
Not
Epic
a good
scene.
movie now, but I loved it as a kid, and I vividly remember that scene. So I'm impressed. I appreciate you picking it.
Yep. Shout out that song. That was also when I was like, when this movie came out, it was probably what, like 2005 or something like that. So I was under 10, and this song got popular again because of the movie. And then my sister did it for like her like Spanish music video. So I remember just hearing it on loop all the time when her and her friends were trying to film that. But good banger of a song. George, your final 2 picks.
All right, final 2 picks. Now I got to be strategic here. I think I'm gonna take What a Life from Another Round.
Damn, I was gonna pick that, so I did not order mine strategically then.
Yeah, that was I'm honestly surprised I didn't pick that higher. That was like one of my most played songs on Spotify of like 2022.
Absolute banger.
Such a banger. And then my final pick, I'm gonna take from the Batman, Something in the Way.
Nice. Nice.
I feel like I
great
need
pick
on my list.
That's a bummer.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's a needle drop that was out like just a massive everywhere when the Batman initially came out. And I'm like disappointed now at how like quickly it faded to like not being on top of mine, because that was perfect. Okay, so my final pick. Interesting. Which way do we want to go here?
I was trying to think of things different, and I think I just got a winner if our Discord was more fun.
Shots to the Discord. Like because my final pick could be a pick. My final pick is like maybe one of my favorite songs ever from a movie that's one of my like would be 10 out of 10 if I still did that scale. But it's not really like a winner pick. But we've talked about before, maybe the 5th round pick doesn't end up mattering that much. But like Cam said, if the Discord is not fun, I have seen a lot of comments being like Cam sold with the 5th pick. So a little worried there. I'm going to go with it anyways. I'm going to go with Hero from Boyhood. I love that song in general so much, but just love it during the movie. It's like not the final scene, but it's like when he's finally like leaving home and going off to college, and just hits an emotional ass song. Love that song. Definitely when I first saw Boyhood, I had that song on repeat forever.
I shit you not. I'm making a letterbox list right now. And right before you said Boyhood, I added it to that list.
Oh, look at that. Same wavelength.
Said it. That was crazy.
Speaking of like jumping to the future tomorrow of when the real Patreon drops, which we recorded that before this. You mentioned like a certain movie had the potential of becoming a 5-star if you watch it one more time. I want to see you make a letterbox of like, 5-star alert. Your letterbox list is like, if George Carmi watches this movie one more time,
be a 5-star.
It could be a 5-star. Just get a 5-star watch going for the George Carmi list to see what just needs one more watch. But Cam, bring us home the final pick of the draft.
Yeah, I think George will appreciate this one the most. I'm going with a movie from this year. And it's not a great movie by any means, but it has an all-time banger in it. And that is I Was Made for Loving You from The Fall Guy.
Thank you.
Banger needle drop. Banger.
That's such a good dude. Every time that song, every time it hit.
When he jumps out of like when he falls out of the helicopter, it just bangs, man, every time. Yeah, and the explosion in the background.
I do love that pick.
I definitely am the lowest of you three on that movie, but that's a great scene. And I was terrified when Cam was doing that preamble that he was going to pick something from Argyle, and I was going to freak out because they definitely have needle drop moments in Argyle.
Yeah, Argyle has the Leona Lewis cover of Snow Patrol's Run, and that's an insane needle drop.
Yeah, but for needle drops, you have to account for like what's going on in the movie when it happens.
Is that during the ice skating scene? Is that what?
No, that's the color explosion.
Yeah, the color.
Oh, okay, yeah. Which
almost walked out during that.
I before I thought of I was made for loving you came right off the dome. Before I thought of that, I was just looking up some and I almost damn.
Nope.
I didn't cut out.
No, got
nice.
you.
I thought I cut out. It paused for a sec. I was going with Life is a Highway from Cars.
That's on my list.
I
was almost going to pick that.
You cannot say what you want about Cars. You cannot deny that's a banger. Banger. Also, I was today years old finding out that that's a cover by Rascal Flatts of a song from 1991. It's better than their fucking song. Whoever sang it in 1991, way better.
Yeah, and then because of that, we got the iconic scene in The Office. I'm obviously a huge Office fan of Michael Scott, like cry singing it with Daryl on the way to drop Holly off in her new house. Incredible scene. But yeah, no, that was on my list. I wanted to sneak it in there. One that I thought would, so like one of the most emotional songs from a movie ever. I mean, maybe like number one all time would obviously be from Titanic. And the name's freaking escaped, Celine Dion. But I feel like for that one, it never plays like the lyrics until the end credits, but they like tease like, you know, like the instrumental of it throughout the film. So I was like, that doesn't really count because it doesn't really fully hit until the end credits. Also had I Got Five on it from Us. That's like another one that just absolutely ruins the song for you forever because of how like terrifying it is in that movie. Supermassive Black Hole by Muse from the Twilight baseball scene.
Yeah, great. That was on the list for me. Or like that I saw. I can't remember exactly what the song is, but it's X Gon Give It to You from Deadpool.
Yeah,
it's a good end song because it really works out for that movie just with like the X Gon Give It to You with the X-Men obviously, and then there's a lot of like things that line up, and obviously they could have picked the song and then lined them up, but it works.
No, it definitely works. Yeah,
I was going to shout out our boy K Meeks. There's a fun I Want It That Way needle drop in Magic Mike XXL. That's actually really awesome.
Nice. Okay, I like.
I thought you were going to go with and I can't remember what it was now, but I saw my list. 10 Things I Hate About You needle drop was pretty high up there on people's lists. The only TV one I had, which I didn't purposely have it, but it was on a lot of lists, was Baby Blue from Breaking Bad, the very final song that plays when he's like, spoilers for Breaking Bad, basically like dying. Which again, like it's kind of what you're talking about with like Cam with the X-Men, like X can give it to you. It's like Baby Blue, which is perfect, like perfect final song. Just leave that franchise or not franchise.
We're going TV. If we're going TV, the greatest wedding of all time, Forever, from Chris Brown playing at Jim and Pam's wedding. It's a classic. That's very dumb, but it's a classic.
No, great. And I mean, like that became such a cultural phenomenon where so many people were like copying that with their own weddings.
This year, it's made for the show, but the song just bangs. I don't actually remember when it is in Invincible season 2. Feel It. That song just simply bangs. It's just really good. I don't know if that counts for a needle drop. It's just a really good song.
Well, here's our list. No Sleep Till Brooklyn from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Tiny Dancer from Almost Famous, Sound of Silence from The Graduate, What a Life from Another Round, and Something in the Way from The Batman. Love that pick. Crazy 5th round pick. That was George's draft. Myself selected Under Pressure, After Sun, Stuck in the Middle with You, Reservoir Dogs, Where's My Mind, Fight Club, Gasolina, The Benchwarmers, and Hero from Boyhood. And Cameron selected Freebird from Kingsman, The Secret Service, What's Up Danger from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, The Immigrant Song from Thor Ragnarok, The Chain from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, I Was Made for Loving You from The Fall Guy. Let us know in the comments down below who you think won this draft. Only 4. Good job. And The Fall Guy is like as close to comic book adjacent as you could probably get. Yeah. But you know, it's not official. But it's not. Correct. It is not. So let us know in the comments who you think won. And then of course the ultimate deciders will be in the Discord. Actually, let me pull this up real quick. Because I mention it in the Discord all the time. I want to bring it up during draft and I always forget. But the current standings of our draft. So what we're doing is like, I can't remember what the prize was again. It's like, you know, if whoever's in first place at the end of the year, get the losers have to like pin their letterbox something, or no, the winner gets to add another movie to the ReelTok collection. But yeah, right now, and this is 2 drafts behind, but in 4th place, we have Cam with 23 points overall, 2 drafts, 1. So the way it works is 2 drafts, 1. Yep. And there's a couple drafts that haven't been added to this graphic. This is the latest graphic. So the way this works is like, I think if there's 4 of us here, the winner gets 4 points, second place 3 points, 2 points, 1 point, etc. But Cam's in 4th place with 23 points overall. Seth is in 3rd place with 36 points overall, 4 drafts, 1. Second place is George with 40 points and 5 drafts, 1.
You just wanted to bring this up because you were.
I did just want to bring this up. And I'm in 1st place with 9 drafts, 1, 49 points, which could be a little bit of a longevity award. I feel like I haven't missed a draft yet because I've only missed one ReelTok episode, but I was here for the draft. So it might be a little bit of a Iron Man streak where it's like I'm just showing up. So it's getting me more wins. But 49
fact
points.
that I didn't win the best who won the best Fortnite skins draft is the question. Then I'll tell you if it's biased.
Seth did by a lot, and I got last place by a lot.
That's fine. I accept.
What were you gonna say if I won? It was biased.
Yeah, if I you won,
you got third, Cam. You got third. So.
That's terrible.
The most aura draft, I got last place by miles. I got like 1% of the vote.
Really?
I was like, damn, I liked my draft, but I think it kind of just falls back to me fundamentally misunderstanding aura. I think because I just am not thinking of the right thing of what it means because I
won the aura draft.
Killed. Yeah, Cam
wanted to hate on Maurice.
Yeah, I think Cam just knows aura, man. But that is our draft for today. Tomorrow we are reviewing The Lighthouse for patrons only, and then on Monday will be a Real Talk episode 92. It's going to be Richard Linklater special with a Hitman review and a Bad Boys franchise review with the new Bad Boys, probably. So look forward to that. Going to be a packed episode coming to you next Monday. With that, make sure to hit the subscribe button. If you're watching this right now and you haven't subscribed, shame on you. If you're listening to this and you haven't rated us 5 stars and followed us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, shame on you. Just kidding. I love you either way, but like seriously, please go do that. And with that, we will see you tomorrow if you're a patron. Peace.